You know, the piano playing on that last number, I don't want you to misunderstand, because I wasn't with the big bands on the piano. But about, when I was 75, 76 years old, I had some serious health problems, and I was confined to my apartment for about 5 years. And I went to a flea market and bought this keyboard, because even though I was a musician for like 70 years, I played the trombone and I sang with the big bands. And a variety of them, I'll tell you in a minute about that. And so I did, when I was in confinement at my apartment, I bought this keyboard at a flea market, and I started to practice. And so I'm still ashamed of my piano playing, but I couldn't afford to hire a piano man to send you folks these discs. So I had to learn how to play the piano so I can accompany myself. And now comes time for a light commercial. I want to tell you about a book because, as I said before, I was with Harry James, Tommy Dorsey. I was Jackie Gleason's band leader in a hotel he had in Miami for 5 years. For 10 years, I was the band leader at both Disneylands. I worked concerts with Dinah Shore. I was her band leader for a while. And I kept telling a friend of mine who's a writer all the funny stories because I knew just about everybody in the business. I had a show in Vegas during the time that the Rat Pack was there, and I knew Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, all the guys. I didn't know Sinatra too well, but Dino was sure a nice guy. And I worked with everybody in Vegas, and then I had my own show in Vegas, Tahoe, and Reno. And I've been telling stories to my friend about my life, and so he wrote a book called Everything Happens to Me, the almost famous Sonny Helmer story. And it is really hilariously funny. I'm a little embarrassed by some of the things I did in my youth, but the book is now available. I sell antiques now at different antique shows. I do a lot with Art Deco antiques and Art Deco telephones and old telephones. And I sell my books, I autograph copies, and it's really funny. And you might Google my name, and there's a couple 5-star reviews of the book. But at any rate, the book is available, and my friend is going to copy a order blank you can download if you want a autograph copy of it. But it is a good read, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to sing a blues song that I put together to sort of close this all off with. So here we go. There are blues that you get from loneliness. There are blues that you get from pain. And there are blues when you're lonely, for you're one and only. The blues that are hard to explain. Now there are blues you get from sleepless nights, but the meanest blues that be, they're the blues that I got on my mind. Blues of the most nasty kind. Blues my natty sweetie gives to me. There are blues you get swimming when you see a lot of women and you haven't got a babysit yourself. There are blues you get much quicker when you have a lot of liquor and someone came and took it off the shelf. And there are blues you get sitting on the dock, just wondering if the boat is going to rock. There are blues you get sitting in the taxi never fretting every time you hear a bumper jumper rock. There are blues you get trying to keep your Uncle Bill from dying and he afterwards forget to end the will. There are blues you get kisses when you're walking, when you're missing, and another lady shouts, "Hi, Bill!" But the blues make you quake and the blues make you quiver and the blues make you want to end it all in the river of the blues. My natty sweetie gives to me, she gives to me the blues. My naughty sweetie gives to me. I hope that singing doesn't ruin the sales of my book. Thank you. Bye.